What is good, family? Please let me know that you can hear me in the chat by throwing those A's in. Let me know that you can hear me because I am having absolute trouble here with the technicals. And the technicals, as in audio and video, not by the stock. What is going on, family? Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right now so that I know that I am actually coming through finally, man. Oh my goodness. Kevin, what is good? Cryptic Trader, what's up, ese? Damon, Yuca Frita, good to see you here. What's up, Scott? I'm doing I'm doing okay, team. I'm doing okay. Panda Trader, what is good with you? Good to see you here. Hello and welcome. Ian Tucker, good to see you here. Nothing, man. Just having an interesting day. Complete with my son just waiting for me in the living room and having massive technical issues here. Hasta que te despertaste? No, bro, I'm good. What is up, Jeff? Good to see you here. Nothing, man. Just here, just having that trouble, right? What's up, Andrew? Good to see you here, my brothers. Very happy to be here. Alfredo, what's up? Yeah, man. I try to create that music to have that 90s vibe, my brother. Working and lurking. I love it. It's good to see you here, Pam. It's good to see you. Let me go ahead and throw on some tunes here. I remember yesterday I was talking about a massive opportunity here for Tesla, right? We're already getting that top side, reach the range here. And I do believe that Tesla may actually fall off of a cliff, maybe leading into the later part today. It's actually meeting our play pretty okay. Green Mountain, good to see you here. Your sound was acting up? Let me know if it's still acting up right now because, dude, I was having a serious amount of issues on my side. Yardeline, good to see you here. Jeff, how's it going, man? Yeah, no, Alfredo, I was telling you, brother, I had this idea to try to reach some type of 90s mixed with contemporary pop, right? And I wrote that thing to have that type of groove to it, that type of bounce, man. To Aiden Davis, you just look at what Aiden Davis just said. He said, "What up, Arca?" in Spanish class, but I have you turned down. Oh my goodness. Kevin, what's up, man? It's goody Gucci up. It's goody Gucci. It's goody Gucci up in here. Okay, good. Okay, as long as the sound is coming through. You're listening in the doctor's office, Ian? Is everything okay? Let's see what's going on with the markets here, man. Okay, wow. Oof, we are right at that, man. Can't even give the guy a break over here, man. You're coming in right to the support. Jeez. Oh my goodness. And it's really curious that it has not surpassed it. But please remember, team, that the bottom support that we're looking for, at least for the FNGR asset here, was the Gaussian band center, right? We were talking about a 537 just yesterday. It has adjusted ever so slightly to about $5.40. And yeah, I would say that we still have what did you just say? Yeah, Panda Trader's right. What's wrong with Louis Vuitton, bro? I actually no. It did adjust to $5.40, of which it's currently sitting at, right? Oof, it just bounced a little bit from it. Look at that. Right there. Bam. Okay, so yesterday this was down to 537, right? Since the price action has continued and the new day has started, this has adjusted maybe around 3 cents now, right? So I think it's safe enough to adjust the 537 here to 540, but the bottom side is still, the bottom side of 531 is still valid here, so keep an eye on that. What Captain Daddy just said, what's up, Chupapi Buñaño? Oh my goodness, dude. Kitties, how you doing? Yuca frita. Origin, hello, hello, hello. Hey, John, how's it going? John says, a reduction as soon as it, no time wasted. As soon as it happens, we're gonna reduce. John, you remind me so much of some of my buds here. Oh my goodness, man. Real characters, and they're always coming up with some wild thing like that. So anyway, let's continue. I can't get over that, bro. It's really funny. I did like it, okay? That's hilarious. Andrew just came back with it. I love it, man. Yeah, brother. You know what? It does help with back pain. I gotta say. A must do. Yes. Man. Currently sitting at 540 and right at the support of the Gaussian band mid-band. Right. So this is quite interesting. We are definitely 20 minutes into the quiet period right now. Right. So we should be preparing a massive play. But honestly, team, I'm really feeling it with Tesla. Look at the SPY just take a serious little capitulation here. This thing is mad. Wow. What is this going to do to the rest of the plays? Oh, man. It feels like nothing else is escaping it, is it? Oh, my goodness. Okay, the ES, yeah, the S&P E-mini 500, the futures contracts are definitely coming down. This is the bi-hourly crossing beneath the EMA 21. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Rejection from the EMA 21. Very cool. The daily time frame, I imagine, may have something to do with the 200 day. Let's see. Let's pull that up. And check it out. Daily time frame. S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts have officially crossed yet again beneath the SMA 200 on a daily time frame. This is looking pretty dangerous. And if in 4 hours and 38 minutes this candle prints anything like this shape here, this would be, oh man. Although I would like this to be printed during an upside, it depends on the sentiment, right? But it technically would be like a bearish buy formation here. You're definitely looking at a tweezer top combined with a shooting star. So that would lead price action to a continuation to the downside here. And we shall see where this can sit. But a lot of this is really why I was talking about the potential of Tesla taking a little dump here, right? So there is that possibility too. So let me go ahead and just kind of pull that up. Yeah, daily time frame currently holding at that SMA 200 right now, right? So, ooh, man, it doesn't look like it's going to hold for too much longer, especially with the markets bleeding the way they are. 480 Cryptic Trader is saying that he believes that FNGR may actually wick down to 485. I am thinking that could be the case right here, right? I mean, we just got a shot of manipulation right now. Actually, this was about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 minutes ago, we just got this shot of manipulation. This may actually go up for very little. I imagine getting resisted at about 549 here, but you know what happens, right? You remember what happens, just like this. Look, shot of manipulation right at the end of the session yesterday. Quick little up run and then capitulates, right? So I expect similar to this instance here. So if that's the case, then we're going to start getting reintroduced to those targets down near the golden pocket. I'm recalling everything I talked about in the play from last night's thread of analysis. And yeah, there could be a shot at this downside continuation here. And I feel it trying to decouple from the markets, but the markets bleeding this hard are going to affect everything too. You know what I mean? So, Pam, you're big on EV stocks. That is awesome. Obviously Tesla, right? Are you looking at Rivian or Lucid? Are any of those plays in your in your portfolio or as a wish list. Daily time frame EMA 55 currently resisting pretty nicely, and the bottom side of this candle, let me see, the bottom side of the candle reached 538, right? So the initial was 537, adjusted to 540, but the overall range using the Gaussian band was let's see, still within 540 to 531. Just to kind of put it out, well, let me see this on the 12 hour. Yeah, just to kind of put it out there, the 12-hour support bottom from the Gaussian band, this may be one of those situations, right? We have that 505 down there. Even in the, let me see the 8-hour time frame. If we can find the reason, the 8-hour time frame does have 501. Since I'm putting this into the light here because of the price action failing the mid bands on the Gaussian channel, right? So if that's really the case, then there is a serious shot here at maybe even like Cryptic said, right, wicking down to these lower levels. It's always possible. It's definitely always possible. So if you kind of just shift your attention here to the closing, to the opening bases and wick lows of this candle here, right around 485, you'll see to the left how much there is there, right? That 482, 485 zone has so much relevance as far as support is concerned, right? So that's kind of one of the reasons why I was thinking that maybe we could drop into that area of about 485 at the very lowest. But I did mention that I don't think that we could get that low. But seeing the break of this Gaussian band mid band, I'm starting to feel like that may not be so far fetched, right? So if it does happen, it could be a flash wick, it could be an instant recovery. There's no way for me to be able to tell you exactly the way something like that may happen, and it's completely speculative too. So far, this $5.40 zone is holding right at that mid band there on the daily time frame. So we have to, yeah, we shall see how this continues. Pam, yeah, you're talking about all of them, right? Nice. So I imagine that the aside from the EV stocks, another you know what, we could actually take a look at. Let me take a look at the SOXS and the SOXL for the semiconductors, right? I just want to see how we're doing overall there. Is everything bleeding, right? So let's take a look here. Okay, so yeah, we're getting an upside here on the bears, of course. Let's see the L. Okay, I mean, it's bleeding a little bit, right? Let's look at the daily time frame here. Wow. Yeah, okay, so semiconductors are also, they're also kind of facing that pressure, and it looks very, very similar. It looks just like the S&P 500, right? Like this. Check this out. This is the S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts, and this is the formation behind it. Team, hold on just a quick moment. We're back, team. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I was just going to show you the difference here between the S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts compared to the SOXL, which is the semiconductors, the 3x levered, bull shares, right? Go ahead and take a look at that. So very, very, very similar to the S&P price action. So that naturally, of course, it just tells you that there is more or less a sympathy play between all of the tickers. Everything under the sun is what I mean. Is FNGR over? Check it out. So okay, that's that small upside that we were talking about, followed by that capitulation. This still has the pressure and the potential to continue into the targets that we're talking about. No, I wouldn't consider this. Pam is saying that finger is on sale. I would probably hold off for confirmation. I definitely would not rush into a play like this, and definitely if you are a new trader, I would definitely not rush into FNGR and probably play the safer plays like the ones that I'm speaking of within Tesla and within maybe even looking at the semiconductors. You're watching the levered plays here. I mean, this is already very dangerous. I would actually, for a new traders, definitely stay away from anything that says 3x or 2x lever, right? that can yes, it can magnify your gains by 3 times, but it can also magnify your loss by 3 times. So be very, 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 very careful. All right. All right. So now observing Tesla, now it's getting that. Look at this. It's getting that read below the SMA 200 on the daily. I have reason to believe that that Tesla just had that little bit of an upside, just like we spoke of in last night's analysis, and this is getting ready to kind of fall off of a cliff here. And I mean, the play is the play, right? Here you go. This is the 6-hour time frame, 3 hours and 27 minutes for this closure. That could be. Let me see. Could it actually be not quite? Yeah, not quite the bearish engulfing, but still very close to one, right? So now here, this is, let me actually go down to the daily time frame. There we go. Daily time frame crossing beneath that SMA 200. Yeah, team, this is gonna be a gnarly short play on this one. You went for puts on TSLA, Sebastian? Are you in the money? Oh, whoa, yeah. We're going to have to take a look at that. So it did have the thrust to come all the way back down to that to the mid band. Okay. Yeah, so technically from here, this should be programmed to make a shift all the way to 59.60 cents, right? The next thing would have to be to close this hourly candle. Let's see if it can actually reach the top band here. Actually, it would be above 59.45. It's looking pretty strong though. Let's see what it does. Let's observe. Okay, team. Yeah, so I'm very, very, very curious over what could be happening here. Hold on. Yeah, and the hourly time frame, linear regression bands, we definitely got the resistance from the top side of it. We reclaimed the inside of the channel, and we are currently battling the EMA 7 and the EMA 21 in the hourly time frame. The 219, the 215.06, or this line here, right? We're pretty much right at it. This is the crossing of the the broadening, the descending broadening wedge. Let me take a look at this on the. Hold on, just a sec. There is definitely something here. Oh my goodness! Look at the SPY. Wow. Ah, geez, team. Let's see. There's literally so much to try to hedge against, right? While FNGR and I know there's a lot of retail trapped in that, right? So you it would be wise to get creative in the markets. So Tesla is just capitulating for sure. Check this out. This candle here, the low of this candle, which would be 214.52. Oh, thank you, Pam. You are so kind. You're up 68% on Tesla puts. Nice. This zone right here, this would be an invalidation area. 214.57, right? 214.57. Tiny little bit of support there. Lots of resistance, especially at that 214.88. But closing this hourly candle beneath that what is the low on this? 214.82, sorry. So 214.82, I'm sorry, would it be this one or this one? I guess the space between them is okay. I'm going to take both of them into account and just create a range between them. So 214.52, I believe it was. Let's see, 52. Let me get it in there like this. There we go. And then to the bottom side of this wick here, which would be 214.82. That's your support range, right? That should be good enough. And that's why price action is kind of bouncing there, right? So I think that it would be a good closure for the short play if the candle closes in 23 minutes and 12 seconds beneath these two candles here. Of course, we still have this one here, but the invalidation area from this upside is this here. Oh, I'm sorry, Sebastian. You longed TSLL puts, not Tesla. Got you. I thought you meant TSLA because of the play that I put together last night. You just got rejected from Webull because your ID didn't register? No. And to tell you the truth, I don't think I'm even able to. That would. No way. I may have an issue too. Let's see. I'm thinking that, well, I am in this process of like just converting into cash, right? Because I hate having this like limitation. Yeah, so this bounce is, man, the bounce from this zone is happening. Let's see where the resistance conversion could be. Okay, there is a resistance at 1529. Sorry, wow. A little bit of dyslexia there. 215.29 does have a range. I see it. Let me go ahead and note it down now. 215.29. Okay, and I think, let's see. Yeah, 215.73. And now as far as moving averages, what is it doing? Let's see. Yeah, but very much deep congratulations to y'all if you ended up catching the top side that we spoke about in last night's thread of analysis. Good deal. Hourly time frame bearish crossover on the RSI. You take a look at the RSI signal, which is represented by this light blue line crossing beneath the SMA 14 pink line. Very, very standard indicator, right? Very standard. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting very, very bearish signals here, even in the stochastic momentum of the 10-minute time frame. Let's bring this down to an immediate short term of 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes is looking like it could make a slight upside before a resistance. And I would actually have to pair that 5-minute upside to the SMA 200 here. The SMA 200 resisting right from our level here at 215.29. Yeah, things are looking pretty damn good here. Hourly time frame SMA 50 about to get crossed over by the price action. Let's see. Sebastian, so how is it going with the TSLL, brother? Are you up a lot? That is good to hear, my dude. Let me go ahead and just a quick sec. Very interesting stuff here. Yeah, because I do have a feeling, guys, I do have a feeling here that this can be a huge drop. Not immediately. Of course, there's going to be some bouncing in and out, but I have reason to believe that this asset may continue to the downside so aggressively here that it actually may experience an over 25 point correction. And the play is playing pretty much like the way we talked about last night. Right? I really wanted to see if we can get this top side. This would have been the very top side, right, at 223.07. Price action came up to as high as 222.05, but our primary range for resistance was within this area here, 217.59 to 220.88. And came up to 222.11, so not bad at all. Yeah, this feels pretty. Man, that really sucks. Yeah, man. I'm looking for, yeah, I'm in the process of converting this damn account into a cash account. I'm literally not even able to take my own trade. This sucks. So, Cryptic, how far are you in? Yeah, dude, this really sucks. Like, I can't even capitalize on like my own massive call. Dude, this this is what I meant. This is what I meant by Tesla falling off of a cliff last night. Duh. Whatever. It's all good. You know, there's always, you're 70% now. Good. That's good to hear. As long as the team is up, as long as you guys are up, I am happy. Really wanted to participate here with you guys, right? But currently limited by PDT. Yeah, definitely can't do it. Oh my goodness, that is so annoying. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, I can just get rid of some of my crypto position, but then the money has to settle. Yeah, boy. Dude. Look at that, man. This is banking. If you took it, congratulations to you. Just know that Arca's back here looking inside. Looking at y'all inside eating this huge turkey. Tom R, what is up, my dude? Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here, my man. Oh, bro, this really sucks. But this is that moment where you're like, wait, Arca, you said that this happens every day. It does happen every day, right? But to call a massive downside here, that's so technically this would have been entry here, right? Let's just say that it would have been at around 220, right? So I mean, this is already what, 220 to 214. This is already a 6 point drop. It's already pretty big. We're talking about options running massively in the money. Put options right now, right? So Off Grid Gorilla, I am very happy to hear, my brother, that you are plus 54% on your puts. Yep. Yeah, dude. I hear that you want 10 points more. I honestly think that this could actually go deeper than 10 points. I do believe that this can go on for another 15 to maybe, I don't know, maybe more. Who knows? Right, but my dead honest target could be right at about $198. Like massive, 202 to 198. That's kind of where I'm seeing that this could drop into, right? So as this feels like a very temporary downside. I mean, look at this. This was just what, 4 days ago we were sitting at 257.24 and currently at 214. So this has the firepower, or this has enough liquidity to really drop here another 15 to 20 points easily. I do think that this has more room to go. It's going to be a trickle here, and I honestly believe that I also wanted to open up options contracts for a weekly options, right? Not like a 0 DTE or next day expiry. I do believe that this could have been a little more beneficial to swing it. And I honestly, it's not the best idea because I don't like overnight exposure with options contracts. But when a play is presenting you this massive opportunity, it's like important to be able to grab the bull by the horns and really identify and rate the play here for a potential real gainer, right? So if you're able to trade and identify opportunities like this, that's right when that trader defines himself against the other traders, right? Tom R, did you get the 0 DTEs on this too? Oh, on the SPY. Nice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, me too, man. Overnight exposure on options is not the business, dude. But with a play like this, bro, this was a very, very. I don't want to say obvious, but it was just in your face, like this thing that it was about to pop open. It was about to just. You got Friday expiries? Oh, dude, that is so cool. Oh, there's no 0 DTE for Tesla. Do they do next day expiries, or is it just really weekly options? I'm not sure that this can happen, right? But imagine this. I mean, look at this thing. It's still falling, bro. This was a slam dunk play, clean B+ play. And I'm talking about B+ because of the catalyst. Everything was in this. Overextended momentum, critical expansion. We're talking about the fundamental catalyst. Everything in line for this play. This was clean, a B+ short. Off-Grid Gorilla saying weekly on Fidelity. Congratulations, team. If you, really wanted to share this opportunity here last night, and I definitely still have conviction that there is going to be massive gains here. 11 minutes to close beneath this EMA. Let's see, what would that one be? Oh, it's, right, my SMA 50, of course. Right, so yeah, hourly time frame, 11 minutes and 37 seconds to close beneath this SMA 50. That marks off the final moving average here before it just has everything as resistance, and that would be the true guide to the way down. So if you feel like you missed out in the action, you definitely did not. Literally nothing I can do about this from my end. Yeah, closing the play yesterday for that 72% gainer that I got on the SPY. Yeah, by the way, those $500 that I deposited last Friday as a new entry are now worth $945, and it would have been well into the thousands right now. So so okay, yeah, this is the test of that resistance range now. It's testing now the 214 to 2 I think let's see, what was that small range? We had it written down back, let me see where we had it. Here, I think. Yeah, this is the test of resistance right now, and that would be the range of 214.52 to 214.81, getting very close to closing this candle here. So if this thing continues, of course, keep an eye on your SMA 50, 215.11, and that would be probably the close there, right? I would really like to see it close beneath these two wicks here, but honestly, there could be that potential to close beneath this SMA 50 in 9 minutes. So, I mean, to be honest, I would already be front running these, right? So there's potential for this play to continue to the downside in so many different ways, right? But it's always important to kind of notice and pick up the clues here from your shorter time frames all the way into your mid time frames too, right? So for example, the hourly time frame, we just mentioned right here that it was a crossing below the SMA 14. So it's okay to kind of move up the time frames too. You look at your bi-hourly, right? Your bi-hourly giving you a potential support right here at the SMA 14, which, I mean, what would that mean? I guess either facing the bottom side of 214.10 again, followed by a resistance grab of this same zone. It could mean a lot of things, right? It could also mean that we can face a little bit lower than this right here, because some people may be observing this as a type of double bottom, but that is, I don't think that would be credible in this situation here. So 5-minute time frame is giving you a clue here too, though. So check this out. You have the RSI facing towards the upside and or already facing rejection from the SMA 14, which would in essence be your EMA 7 combined with your SMA 200, right? So let me just go ahead and bring that EMA 7 into the picture here. That one right there, right? So this blue line, yeah, and then also let me get the SMA 200 to show its true colors. There we go. So SMA 200, EMA 7 resistance from the 5-minute time frame of TSLA. Yeah, so Ian Tucker is saying, I'm doing strictly cash for this very reason. Tired of holding and losing. Gonna be liquid going forward. That is awesome, my brother. That is awesome. But yeah, so this is getting dangerously close to that hourly closure. Very, very exciting times here, team. 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Trust me when I say that I probably would have already front run my puts in here. Of course, it does have room to still come up to the EMA 21, potentially at around 215.54, but this SMA 50 on the hourly feels pretty strong, and it's definitely getting respected as a resistance right now. And we've already kind of wicked below the invalidation zone here, so those are all clues. Those are all clues for a potential downside. Of course, you must protect yourself. You must have a stop loss in the event to where price action goes against our favor. So I must urge you to be very careful, team. But yeah, I would have already front ran this thing, and you could already be up like since it's weekly expiry, you could be up right now around maybe I would say 5 to 10%, right around there. From what I'm talking about is from the entry here at the SMA 50 touch 215.17 to 214.75 presently, right? That's already a fair little gainer there. Let's see. Let's go back to FNGR, see what's going down with the price action there. Okay, so look at that, team. So yeah, the mid band is still holding true. Wow. Yeah, it's still holding very true. Yeah, another thing here, team, is I do believe the SOXL, or maybe even the SOXS, right, for semiconductors, the bull three times lever. This the inverse here could be a very interesting long for options, as this is about to close, man. Daily time frame closing above this top wick here of $2.54, sorry. That can lead to a continuation to the upside here, and it may introduce actually a very rare breakout too. But let me see the 5-day on this. Yeah, actually, let me see. I want to try to identify the play. Let's see. Could it be here? No. Hold on just a sec, team. I'm going to identify this. Yeah, I think it's right here. Yeah, so this is not a rare breakout. I do believe that this is actually This is actually testing the breakout right now. This is an ascending triangle. So something like this here. Just like that. So this, yeah, it's creating an ascending triangle breakout happening right now. This is the test. Man, it's on a bi-daily too. I must say that, yeah, 3 hours to close this bi-daily. Nice. If this has, I mean, it already tested that bottom side. Technically, that's already good to go. But if this comes back down to, I'd say 1229, yeah, the range would be 1229. This can be a massive options play here. I mean, a huge gainer. Three times gainer right here. But I remember, team, if you are a green trader, I would be very careful with levered assets. Okay, these are very dangerous. So 1229 to the bottom side support, of course, of the triangle right here. I think I ended up saying 1204. This would be kind of that long zone, or at least the area to consider exposure. Let me go ahead and put those targets in just like this. This is what I'm looking for right here. I know it's on a bi-daily time frame, of course. So this, I would expect potential entry leading into tomorrow. And tomorrow, why? Because we want to make sure that we get the closure of this bi-daily. But this is going to introduce some very, very top, high targets here. Guys, this is these opportunities they don't happen all the time. So this is one of those where you kind of want to, grab the bull by the horns here, right? Literally. And first top side target, seeing that we would get the first actual closure without a wick or any exposure to the inside of the triangle. This would lead first to a top side of about 1440, but we would have to give this a focus, right? So let's just draw the top side resistance here at 1440. That's nice, right? But we have to what is it actually? At 1444. So let's go ahead and draw that 1444 right up here. What I mean by it's nice that we can get this, but there is a gap here on the bi-daily that must be taken into account. This gap right here. So that could, the bottom side of the gap right here where my mouse is sitting at 1351 could serve as a resistance, right? So we could put this as a, we could title this as a resistance gap, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of that border. Cool. And yeah, I'm just gonna put these prices here. This is, guys, this is the way I do it for the team. So right now you're catching it dead live right now, like the whole damn play plotted out, right? And these are definitely all things that you will learn in the Arc Masters trading course, which I didn't even mention yesterday, right? So we still have just a few seats left. Go ahead and get in touch with me at ArcMastersCourse at Gmail to fill in the last few seats available, right? I offered 30 seats and already 90% of it, 95% is already full. Let me get rid of that T, of course. Right, so anyway, let's go ahead and continue on this, right? This is just the first target that we're observing. Potential resistance within this resistance gap here, 1351 to 1394. But this has upper targets to observe. The center of the triangle here would be another area for us to take into deep consideration here if things really start falling off the cliff here, right? So that would be a topside target of about 1527. Actually, let me see, 1528. And naturally, we have this wick down here. That would be the resistance range, right? So let's go ahead and take that into account. So 1528, 27 is fine, right? to about 1588 would be that let me leave this with the border and a little larger for you guys, right? Just in case you are wanting to get in touch with me. So I'm going to go ahead and put the targets there for us. And this is pretty much how I charted Tesla out for that short. So in order for, to hedge against our long positions that may be in the red, we can use our skills here to try to bet against the market or bet long on the inverse plays that the market has to offer. Battle, my dude, thank you so much. Good, you're saying good morning, Battle and team. What's good? And what the heck happened to that weird dude, Stick Vicious? Battle, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And I really appreciate you. All right, so I'm going to leave this like this. And then the final target, team. This is going to be your last target here, right? So let's consider a trend line, right? All the way down. And this would be, this would be the third price objective. And I can see, it's 1771, and I can already see the very top side of it. But please remember that the higher the target, the lesser the probability. Yeah, very likely to reach the top side of that wick right here, 1819. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that like this, and this is an entire play. I will literally come back to these live sessions or wherever I posted this, and I will play my play. You know what I mean? So this is currently what I'm looking at. So let's see. AULT. Yeah, we can hold on. Let me just leave it up here. Dark Zenon. Yeah, tomorrow play, brother. We want to get that 2 hour 57 minute closure of the buy daily here. So the buy daily closing upside of this, let me pull the moving averages too. Wow, dude, this thing has a shot here of creating a run all the way up to the SMA 100. And the SMA 100 may shift here and end up at around 1588. That would be freaking crazy, dude. So entering, yeah, we're looking at 12, 13, 14, 15. That would be a 3-point move on a 3 times levered asset. That would be incredible. Otherwise known as a 32% runner here, man. That I think that it does have a shot to create this resistance on the SMA 100. But yeah, Cryptic, I'm thinking that at the closure of the buy daily here, the next buy daily candle will open, aka tomorrow, right? So this would essentially sell off a little bit to come back and test yet again the breakout play. So this is a complete swing here and a complete breakout. So this is what I mean by setting up the swing play for the potential hedge against your daily losses on a day trade. So this would be it to hedge against that. And this would pretty much leave you for the space of about a 2-day swing. This may be able to leave you delta positive on your weekly day trades. So in other words, right, really tiny time frame, really small time frame compounding, and also hedging, right? Because you're betting against the market here, and of course we're always playing short or we're playing long and whatever else, but as a swing play to try to capitalize on a passive 33% gainer, this would be, this pretty much would be it. So Zephram saying, I used to play shares on this and SOXL every day last year. Dude, when it becomes highly liquid, especially because of what NVIDIA just announced yesterday, that means that the semiconductors are going to be highly volatile, right? So we want to make sure to kind of follow the trend, right? So, what was it? I forgot what Zephram. What did NVIDIA announce yesterday again? They announced the release of a new product. I'm sorry, I'm getting it super confused with watching Elon Musk cry and that bringing down the the Tesla asset like crazy, right? Which, by the way, team, do not fret these types of upsides here. We have the EMA 7 and the EMA 9 serving as a potential resistance here. So it's, it's going to zigzag. It's going to do its thing. And it's always going to threaten your positions naturally, right? But I'm still very bearish, this asset. And I do believe that it's just facing some breathers here and there. So Zephram is saying that the ARM CPUs by 2025 from NVIDIA were announced just yesterday. And that type of catalyst is going to introduce lots of volatility here. So you want to make sure to keep a wide on the sector entirely. I'm sorry, an eye sector wide, right? So that's why you would use here the SOXS or the SOXL, the bear 3x lever and the bull 3x lever. So, but please remember, I understand that these plays are nice, but I would really be careful trading them because remember, you can magnify your losses as well by 3 times. Okay, this is like playing the SQQQ to the QQQ, right? The inverse play to the NASDAQ or to the broader markets. I mean, really, SPY to the SPXU, right? All of those. So yeah, team, this is the play here, and I do believe that this can face some serious upside in the coming day. It gives me the feeling that of what Tesla kind of gave me just yesterday. So let's take a look at FNGR and see if it's already kind of capitulating here. Okay, so it did kind of draw. Oh no, it's still at the 538 bottom, and still actually bounced from that 538 bottom. Currently sitting at 544. The daily time frame mid band is proving okay so far. What I'm worried about is when the asset starts reaching this target here, specifically 550. Let me see the bottom. Yeah, 550 is the low of this wick here. Let me see the low of this wick here, 551. Yeah, that 551, 550 is quite the dangerous presence, as there is plenty of support and resistance, right? Specifically, yeah, the opening of this candle here. Let's see what it was. Opening 551. Yeah. So as soon as price action starts reaching that 550, 551, there could be a massive resistance, and then it'll probably introduce a retouch, at least a retest of the 540 mid band here of the Gaussian channel. So I would, if Battle, and if you're still here, I would probably watch out. I probably would not long it just yet. But I mean, honestly, 540. See, like you can start opening up exposure here at the 540, right? You can start opening up exposure here, but I would not over leverage here at all. Here's a chance to load TSLL Gorilla. Off-grid Gorilla, you are being spoken to by Cryptic Trader. Yeah, Battle. I think, yeah, as far as exposure here, I probably would. I mean, it's a good area to consider because of the mid band, right? It may be able to hold it. I can't guarantee that, but it can hold it in this fashion too. You know, so it could technically fall beneath it and then just reclaim it and continue. Technically, it never closed a clean closure, meaning that it would be like if this were your resistance here, this would be a clean close here, meaning that the candle never had any contact with the resistance and or the outside of the band, right? So yeah, so I'm saying that it could you know, kind of cross beneath here and then continue onwards. Yeah, team. So I think wow. At least the analysis is holding true so far. You know what? I'm sorry. I need to take a look at that. I was about to load it. Somebody asked me for AULT. Oh, it was Man Tan. You still in here, brother? So, oh, nice. So, this ticker, Alt Alliance is currently sitting 42.65% up on the day. And it actually resisted from the EMA 21 on the daily time frame, 3021. Well, I mean, it actually went up to 3164, but 3021 was where that EMA 21 was located. And let's see why it ran. So, okay, so it had earnings, right? So this was going to be the quarter three revenue came in at 52.5 million. Yeah, Off-Grid Gorilla, I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. With this kind of market volatility, I think the biggest bank shots would be playing what I'm talking about here, man. Like playing Tesla, playing the semiconductor short longs, like playing the SPY. This is really where it's at. I think this would be the gnarliest plays right now because of the current volatility. Rosy Gray Glasses, don't lie to us, please. So Josh Sty is saying that the finger cost to borrow rocketed higher again this morning to 244%. Even yet harder to borrow. Yeah, Cryptic Trader, yep, definitely has. I mean, I'm trying to introduce it little. I can't just shock everybody, right? I'm trying to introduce it little by little, as I have, right? We started with the SPY only. I want to now start. I want to now start showing the opportunities at market open, right? For the range plays, at least on the blue chips, right? Meta, Tesla, all these stocks are incredible. You know, they're just they're highly liquid and very. I mean, there's. How can I put this? Like if it were like a mosquito looking at a juicy like bloody arm or something, I don't know. Like what? Like it's just yeah, or a bee like kind of noticing nectar or something. It's just so like rich, you know. Oh, you know what? I haven't even seen the SPY, brother. Let me look at it. I charted it yesterday. We got that 72% gainer yesterday on the 0 DTE options contracts. But a bottom side, let's see. Yeah, breaking the inflection point here of 420.28. SPY could easily drop down again. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of the regression channel on the daily time frame, but looking at the price action here right now, there could be a serious exception. Please go ahead and look at just how well the regression channel is being respected by the SPY. So very clean resistance here, right? Not quite acquiring the outside resistance again. Breakout, huge gap up upon the breakout, right? And you have a touch of the resistance perfectly right up here, break down beneath this mid-band, resistance, then it capitulates again, and it reclaims it, support validates it, again another run. Yeah, this is actually respecting the bands pretty nicely. So if this is actually respecting bands pretty nicely like this, then my bottom side support for the maybe the into tomorrow or the next day could be to test again that 417.80. But that is conditional, very, very conditional. And it is upon breaking, because we reclaimed this support again, right? So we would have to break the wick low range here, right down here. 420.17 to 420.63. At least the closure of this candle here would have to do it. The closure of it, meaning that the candle continues to the downside and closes beneath 420.17. That would then introduce the bottom side here a little cleaner. And the bottom side, I can give you a first range because sometimes it does not reach all the way to the bottom side. But I will have to tell you that there's a lot of room for this, right? Especially if we have some earnings misses on some of the blue chips. I'm not sure which one would actually face an earnings miss. Oh, I mean, the thing is that the plays really happen in any way, right? They can happen if you have an earnings miss. This thing can run up to the ups, up aggressively to the upside. So if that's John, that 240% borrow rate is actually the borrow rate that is assigned to the ticker regarding shares to borrow to short, right? So this is where you start getting the HTB notifications on some broker platforms, and what that means is just that it's gonna cost you, 240% above the current bid, and I'm sorry, above present price to borrow the stock. And you know that when you're shorting, you're not borrowing one stock, so or one share, right? So if you're borrowing 1,000 shares, that's 1,000 plus 240% of interest or a borrow rate in order for you to be able to short that stock. So it starts becoming really expensive to to borrow that damn thing, right? Yeah, so HTB being hard to borrow, and oh my goodness, man. Like you really have to shoot yourself in the foot here to short the damn thing, right? You're going to have to be in the money, you have to be in the money 100% to be in the green. Man. But yeah, that's what that's a very small and very preliminary way to explaining to you a borrow fee, right? But yeah, some brokers may even have it higher than that. Exactly. Rosie Gray Glasses is saying that the borrow rate should attract some long sharks. That's right. So as the more expensive the borrow rate, the more the longs or the bulls will actually be attracted to it because it's blood in the water, right? So you're really looking at a huge inflated borrow fee, meaning that it's going to start pushing out even different types of smaller smart money, right? So smaller hedge funds may tend to stay away a little more, leaving the higher dogs to borrow it a little more. I'm not sure that retail shorts have enough capital to want to borrow a 240% borrow fee, right? So I personally wouldn't short it right at that kind of rate, because that's just ridiculous. It's so high, right? So I'm not sure that retail has the power to short with that kind of borrow rate. I think it would be probably, and now minimizing the amount of institutions that'll be able to lever something like that. It's and it becomes dangerous, man. It becomes really dangerous. So the higher that cost to borrow, the easier it is for the longs to kind of come and use the short liquidity. So I think it's pretty cool. The real Ace Man saying, "Hi Arca, thanks for being here." Not a problem, my brother. Very happy to participate here with the community, right? So the metric that is used to decide that percentage is actually the price itself, right? So if the price continues to the downside, that means that people are going to continue to want to short it more and more, and that's how that percentage increases incrementally. I don't know the rate that it increases, because it does have to do with price. Right, so that's actually a curious thing. I would like to find out myself too. How are they calculating that borrow rate? But yeah, it has to do with price showing more and more downside. As it continues to the downside, it'll get heavier and heavier and heavier, because they want to capitalize on the shorts too. So the shorts will have to pay more money to borrow because there's a huge demand for borrowing the asset, right? So naturally, with with demand. Literally economics 101 there. But yeah, very, very cool stuff, man. What's the highest I have ever seen? I think it was about 1,100%, I think, or 1,000%. And that was what was it, you guys? Do you guys remember? I think it was this year that we caught a 1,000% cost to borrow. Was it GTII when it ran to 298? Or was it FNGR when it ran to 797? Oh, no. I don't think it was FNGR. Yeah, GME must have been one for sure. You know what? Inversely speaking, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, as the price goes down, yeah, increasing borrow rate, but also if the price goes up violently, that would also increase the borrow rate. So it would be entirely. Yeah. So now I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'm like really trying to remember my fundamentals here, as I'm very rusty. So if you know the answer, definitely correct me. Definitely correct me, right? I'm sorry, I missed a couple here. So Mexican asking me, hey Arca, let's see, do you think they'll drop they'll drop it to the levels they did a couple weeks back under $5? Let's see. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate you. Mana para los compas. Dude, yeah, I mean, remember the rate, remember the bottom side that I gave you, right? I know we're holding this 544 nicely. I think if there's going to be any more volatility to be introduced into the markets, it would be in about 8 or 9 minutes at 10:30 a.m., which would be that's just the end of everyone's lunch for sure in the NYSE. So by that time, then we'll start seeing an increase of volatility here. But just please remember that I do have a support at 531 to 540. But also, we have to keep in mind that the 8-hour time frame Gaussian band has cleared the bottom side of the mid band, which can, I mean, theoretically introduce $5. And if $5 is introduced, then naturally we have to look at the bottom side support here, which could be right at about 482, 485. And that's a very juicy area. So overall, I mean, I did mention the bottom side target is less likely to be hit today in yesterday's analysis, right? So please kind of keep that in mind here. But it wouldn't be impossible. It wouldn't be impossible to reach down to these levels, at least wick into them and then recover quickly. Zephram is saying I've seen 2,000% before for a retail cost to borrow. That is insane, dude. That is just so it's criminal too, man. That's showing you that there's also criminal activity even towards the shorts. It really doesn't matter. It's liquidity favoring. Which honestly, that's the entire job of a market maker, right? They don't care. They don't care the upside or the downside, unless, of course, speculating that they are in cahoots with a particular ticker. Sure, I'm not denying that. But the sole reason for a market maker and for them to create market is to favor liquidity. They are going to pull bits from the bid and from the ask. So, yeah, team. Let me come back to, let's see how the plays are going. Okay, here we go. This is a part of that drop that we're already anticipating, right? The SOXS is starting to show a little more volatility here, and it's falling into the zone that we're talking about, right? So I expect the SOXS to drop. I'd say by market close today, it should be within this range. And then when the new buy daily candle opens up, I think that we're going to be able to capitalize on this bottom side to 1205. This is going to be a very serious long play on the SOXS, and I do believe that this can make a huge dent in your portfolio, up or down. Okay, but I do believe that opportunity is presenting itself nicely here. Okay, team. So, I see real quick. Yeah. So hourly time frame Tesla coming back down to the area of about, what was it, 214? It looks like a 214.20. Notice how we never came back to resist from the top band here. So I mean, I'm not gonna deny you anything right here. In 35 minutes, very likely for the price action to close beneath this mid band here, and this would reintroduce a potential put opportunity here, right? And this would continue to the downside here, team. I don't recommend holding options. Yeah. The SOXS, I think it could be the play. The play could last maybe 3 to 5 days. minimum 2 days. But it's because of the present volatility. There's just a lot happening in the markets right now, right? So some blue chips are going to have a green earnings. Some of them are going to have red earnings. You know, we depending on those misses and beats, we're gonna experience heavy ranges and like huge ranges here, and that's where we want to capitalize, right? We want to identify those ranges. So yeah, I'm thinking here that we're gonna just face some resistance. I know I have this support bottom here at a 217.59. That very well could be the resistance grab, but don't dismiss the linear regression channel at 218.03. Don't dismiss that, right? Because this could also present a huge resistance, and then this thing would continue to the downside. It usually is like that, team, where we have to validate or confirm. Right now, notice here that we broke out and we never actually officially touched the channel, right? That's why I'm saying that, you know, maybe don't dismiss it, but yes, we do have the support at 217.59, currently sitting at 217.35. The real Ace Wang, not a problem. Very happy to help, my brother. I do think that there's an opportunity there to potentially hedge against our longer holds, right? So, like, for example, I'm curious to see what man, did I do it again to this AULT? I forgot who was asking me about this. I can't even go back. Green Mountain, you still in here? I remember you asking me about MAIA as well. I'm a little afraid of things like this, right? I don't even remember. Oh, so Q3, yeah, the earnings. So that's where I left off. Let me see. I agree, Josh. Cost to borrow affects retail shorts. Institutional shorting is a totally different ballgame. I totally agree. That's right. Aiden, what is up, my brother? Has this done this before? Let me see earnings. Okay, earnings pump right here. It did have an earnings to the next day pump right over here. Okay, so judging by the amount of pumps I'm seeing for earnings, I mean, particularly running 28.69 to like 37, 36 bucks. Yeah, there is. So that was, let's see, 1085 to about 1364. So yeah, these earnings runs are having multiple point moves to the upside. Given that this is one of the larger ones that I've seen here, I still feel compelled to say that the asset may just. Oh man, look at this. This was an earnings miss, and it had the biggest run of its life. That is very interesting. Okay, so this was not an earnings miss here. It was just earnings to the expectations, and it capitulated hard. This is giving uncertainty, and I don't know that this would just be a temporary run before it just corrects. Of course, it can still face volatility, but to be very honest with you, I'm not sure that I can trust this to run upside of this daily top side, which would be 31.50. I don't think that this asset has enough to run beyond that. Okay, so now in this case, yeah, in this case, I would at any pump here, this thing could rise again to 24.08. If I were playing it and I was still long this and I was in the money, I would either start scaling out or wait for that 24.08 to get the resistance grab. Let me see exactly what that is, though. The closing value of this candle here is 24.14. Yeah, so 24.14, just slightly under that. That could be an opportunity to get out of the market here, since we are at a support from the top side wick here. That's 22. Right, so I would be very, very careful with this ticker, as it shows that earnings reports are usually just a temporary run. I am giving it the credit though that this could be one of the bigger runs it has had. Okay, so now MAIA. Let me team, hold on, my AC is not turning on. Hold on. Man, the most random things happen at family gatherings. Jeez. How is this AC disconnected from the power? Oh my goodness, man. Completely going under the desk and connecting it into the power grid. Oh my goodness. I do not want to feel sweaty while I'm trading. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. There were a bunch of kids here in the studio. They were all, TikToking and taking pictures and stuff around all the buttons and the screens and stuff. Right, they're pretending that they're like behind a booth, recording their sick mixtape. That's one thing that I actually asked everybody not to touch is my preamp. My preamp is not digital. It is very much it's an analog valve preamp, right? Tube preamp. I asked them to not, under any circumstances, touch my preamp settings, right? Because that you're not gonna be able to hear this dead clarity from Arca. Right, so that's that was a good question, Zeph. Yuca Frita, it's a tube preamp. So meaning that the microphone connects into that, it filters the sound, that is coming out of the microphone. It warms it through the valve circuits, right? And then it actually outputs from that into my audio interface. And then the audio interface has further processing, so that's how I'm able to create parallel compression. And also, and I don't have to add post equalization. So all of that stuff, the compression, I'm running compression digitally and analog, right? So for parallel compressing, but using the EQ built into the preamp, and that's how you're able to hear my highs, the lows in my voice, the mids present, right? All that stuff. But yeah, it's if you're curious, it's a DBX 676. It has the famous the compression circuitry from the DBX 160A, and I think the 160B as well. No, I'm not using a Neumann mic. I am using the new Slate ML1. It's a modeling microphone. It's a condenser still, right? But it's a modeling microphone, and I found it to be very transparent. Like, it doesn't have any coloring to it, and that's what I liked. And I'm not modeling anything through it. I'm not using the modeling software. I'm just using it directly as is because it had a transparent sound. It didn't have any coloring to it, so I wanted to color it myself. Cybersoul, Yahoo Finance headline: Tesla discloses DOJ subpoenas expanding investigations. No way. Earthworks? I've never actually heard of that. What I want to look into it. Send me some parts. I want to know what microphones they have to offer. I've already been offered a sponsorship. Ugh. I'm just so to create a video. They're gonna give me the mics and everything, but to create the videos, oh man, it's such a drag. Double X, what's up, brother? Did you hear anything about what I saw on my TD positions? Oh yeah, so those were the questions that I had, guys. Did you happen to see anyone here in the chat? Did you happen to see what Double X is talking about? He noticed in the I believe it's the order book, right? Giving you a volume of about 30. Let's see. I think it was around 3,000 volume, right? At $3.50, down at 44%, which would then display as 350. Did anyone notice that glitch on their TD accounts yesterday? But I didn't notice anything on my end. Actually, what was it on Webull too? So there we go. Double X, check it out. Cryptic Trader saying yes, it was a 2K order being fulfilled at 350. It was not a glitch. Okay, and also I at 350, that's what, like a $13,000 fulfillment. I don't think it would be that impactful, right? But I mean, yeah, it's in relation to everything around it. Within the last 20 to 30 entries, the biggest one I saw was around 1,300 or 1,500. So yeah, Yuka Frita, what DAW do I use? I can use them all, but my primary focus is specifically this, okay? Pro Tools HD10 and the new Pro Tools Ultimate, right? And Ableton Live, the new, the newest one. But I know how to use Reaper. I know how to use Cubase. I know how to use Logic. Yeah, that is weird. And that was something, Double X, you noticed it also in your position too. I don't have any exposure on Finger right now, so I couldn't tell you from my own personal experience. But yeah, it's funny that other people did see that too. The thing here is that Double X called the broker, and they said they saw nothing like it. And this is why he posted it, because they said there wasn't anything, but apparently other people, and including Cryptic here, saw it too. Oh, nice. Yuka Frita, you're using Studio One. Yeah, man, definitely a good. I think that, yeah, while the industry standards may still land within Logic and like Pro Tools or whatever, nowadays, man, the audio conversions and the audio input coming in from even FL Studio into even GarageBand, man, even the small time platforms have great input now. You know what I mean? I think the star really is the engineer or the producer behind it. I don't think it's not like back in the day, right? Now, so you nice. You're making a house and dance. That's cool. And yeah, I would imagine that things like Studio One has enough of advanced stuff. Like, for example, Ableton's grouping, nothing like Pro Tools, nothing like Logic. Yeah, grouping there is really different, and it's actually way easier. Yeah, I agree. Philip saying there are some big albums made in GarageBand. Absolutely agreed. So Cryptic Trader is saying, I'm sticking to Tesla. I don't know how TSLL trades. Me either, and that's why I'm a little afraid of it. I'm not opposed to trading it, but to tell you the truth, this is, I mean, you guys have noticed that when I'm like, you guys have noticed that I don't really chart outside of I'll give you the occasional SQQQ, right, and the QQQ, but to be honest, the SPY and Tesla are the two bigger ones that I really like to look at, and as of late, I've been jumping into the semiconductor 3x levers. Let's see, George C saying, what up, Arca? Might see a downside in the broader market sector. Let's see, about to approve 8 Bitcoin ETFs with Arc Investments and BlackRock leading the way. BlackRock has the most shares in Tesla, Apple, and Amazon. Wow. What's crazy is that Bitcoin is rallying right now. Bitcoin is moving itself like way up, and I think that it might have topped out already at close to $35,000. Let me see where it actually is. I am very curious because I know that there's a lot of people in that too. I'm not sure that oh, you know what? I could use I could use Bitcoin futures right now. Actually, CME BTC1. Okay, yeah, this would be a little easier to see. Yeah, okay, damn. So we actually ended up topping the top side of about 35,265, currently sitting at 33,895. And what I suspect could be happening here is a potential consolidation phase. So meaning that if we got the resistance top, I think that this was what you can call as a potential little blow off, right? But there is a range that we may trade within. And I will give that to you. First of all, let's understand why we resisted where we resisted. This top side of 33,260, 35,000, what was it? 265 just happens to be the top side of a gap that was recently filled, right? So let's go ahead and kind of jot that down here. So right there, and here you go. There's the gap top. right? We ended up getting that resistance, right? So this is likely why the price action ended up coming down in the first place. Next, we want to observe the next gap, which would be this one here, right? So what we're going to do here is use this gap as the potential bottom. The gap here, the support here of around 32,945 could be used as a support from this invalidation zone, right? So that has it's confluent, right? They're very direct to each other. So that gives us now an overall range to look at or trade within. So let's just go ahead and put it down like this, right? So let's see the 35,002, whatever that is in that gap, and then put the price action down here to that wick low, right? So this could be the next area to kind of consolidate in, but of course we have to keep in line the bottom range here. Let me see. I want to make sure that I can give you a total bottom, right? So just a sec. I'm not doing this with honestly with Bitcoin because it has such a wide range. I would really like to use algorithms for this, but it's okay. I think in a discretionary manner, yeah, I can adjust to 31,805. I'm gonna put a focus down there. Actually, I'm not gonna take it away from the wick. 31,805, right? So right about here, that could be the bottom of the range. So this could be the area where we're going to be consolidating in. I honestly do feel like it can be wider, right? Because we're doing that. We're doing this. It's like there was a consolidation range here. We came back down, consolidation range there, huge consolidation range here. And the next thing is what I pointed out a few months ago, right? Is that the fact that there is, an inverse head and shoulders, right? So this right over here, you have a shoulder head down here. That can already give you a top side target as well in, I guess, the psychological component. That'll give you an objective. So let's go ahead and take that into consideration here. Put it upside of this right up here. So actually this is not, I'd say a sound. The next targets here could be upwards of about $38,700, just shy of $40,000. I'm not sure how I feel about talking the deep 40s or even into 40 just yet, but there is a higher probability for it. Seeing that the price action ran from, over the span of the last week, running from 28,000 to 35,000 is a pretty massive move. Right, so from this point here, I do expect price action to consolidate for a little bit, at least validate the new break of resistance, which would be the top side of this this price action here. But very, very impressive continuation of a series of higher highs and higher lows. Right, so this is proving its worth. And could it be a macro shift? I'm not sure, but I do have to say that I would have to tie it with what we just heard from. George T talking about the Bitcoin ETFs, right? So if we are really going to put this into perspective, let me give you the range, right? So here's the range from the 38. What was it again? 38,645. I'll give you the range because the range is to the upside. So 38. That's fine right there. Yeah, this would be actually there is a shot here at a touching down at 40,230. I wouldn't bank on this happening immediately. I think we probably should consolidate here for about a week if price action follows the traditional rules, and then we could start observing the potentials to that top side there. But we can even take a fib, right? Because I do believe that this is experiencing a pretty nice upside here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take it to the bottom of the range. Wait a second. Okay. All right, so there is a focus. Yeah, there is a focus at 38,995, which is very close to our discretion here at 38,685. And naturally, we have to give some credibility to the one spot 618 at 41,730. But I will adjust that 31,730, that 41,730 to the gap on the daily back here. Okay, so that would be my top side. 40. Yeah, I would say just about $41,000, $40,955 to be exact. So I'm just going to draw the range to the one spot 618, but I would really keep an eye on this 40,000, the bottom of the gap here, right? 40,895, and naturally, I'm just going to naturally give you that. I will adjust it here. The next gap at 42,010. Okay, yeah. So that's my final analysis, or my final thesis here. Is that we do have some very tight resistances coming up, and this would be my very top side to this gap here at the 42,010. Zephram saying low 40s seem pretty likely. Perma-bull bias though. No, I don't think it's perma-bull. I think that it is. It has enough of a ATR to do it. And I think it is. It is time, honestly. It feels like it's appropriate, right? So yeah, current. Let me look at the moving averages, by the way. Nice daily time frame. SMA 50, 200, EMA 21 and 55, EMA 9 and 7s. That's all below the price action on the daily. Highly bullish. Let's see the 5-day time frame. 5-day time frame has converted the SMA 100 into support. Let's see the bi-monthly time frame, because this is working with BTC. You're working with a different type of price movement, so you have to kind of be a little more patient here. Let's see the quarterly chart is actually showing the SMA 10 located at 31,115. Price is sitting at 33. That's that's looking pretty damn good. And the let's see. I mean, we don't have enough information from the moving averages here on the 6-month or the semi-annual chart. But yeah, and let's see. Yeah, getting daily closures, especially weekly closures, upside of 33,415. Yeah, getting closures upside of the opening candle here at 33,415. I would really say weekly closures, because this is an annual chart here. Very bullish, very bullish for BTC, at least in a technical perspective, right? There's not much history to go off of here, of course. And to be very honest with you, this is just a very traditional looking bull flag, right? So this is this is one huge distribution with accumulation pair, right? So this is likely to continue to the upside. And I mean, if this thing starts combating the 69,000 tops, I can see probably the end of 2024. I don't know, man. Maybe actually the end of 2025, this could possibly be at, I don't know, 75 to 88K. If it's measured accurately here, right? So I don't think that the 100K is as close as people think. I do think that it still has maybe a couple years to get there. But it feels like it is on its way, though. And again, looking at this in a very objective manner, and a really discretionary manner too. What I can tell you is that there is definitely there's a clear inclining in volume here, right? With price inclining too. This is not bearish whatsoever. It's corrective, and it's a phase. No way. Is it really, Zephram? Every $3,000 move is a 7-figure move for you, dude. Yeah, so you are probably going to be way rich again as soon as this reaches the potential 42K that I'm looking at. Dude, you should probably shave a little. I don't know. Well, actually, the whole point of BTC is to hold long term. Right, so I probably wouldn't even remove any, especially if you have cost bases under 30,000, dude. No, maybe keep it there. Yeah, Aiden, low key, both Cryptic and Zephram and Sebastian, they're like whales, bro. No, you didn't, bro. Zephram said, I haven't sold a single BTC since 2013, only spent two. Dude, those two Bitcoin at one point were $160,000. 140, sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, team. So that's my analysis here on BTC. I like it. I like it. But what's going to be moving more sensitive to Bitcoin is going to be your higher tier altcoins, right? So you're going to see lots of movement from from Solana, right? You're going to catch a lot of movement from maybe even Cardano, but keep an eye on those, right? Keep an eye on keep an eye on Sol for sure. Well, obviously Ethereum, right? But that's and that's another thing too that should be kind of charted. The Ethereum versus BTC. That's something that should be observed. It's just too much to go into right now, though. So Zephram is saying, yeah, expensive ass monitors for sure. Oh my goodness. So Zephram is saying, I'm looking at this 2 BTC monitor right now on my left. Those were $150,000 monitors. Yeah, Alfredo. I'm a fan of Chainlink, sure. If there's anything, guys, if you're gonna look into altcoins, which I'm not the biggest fan of, to be honest with you, like it's hard to find actual everything. There's gonna be a speculation here for anything to become the new BTC. But if I'm gonna suggest anything here, is just make sure that whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what layer you're looking under. Just make sure that it does have true utility, and make sure that it has a real roadmap, right? Don't fall into these don't fall into the shit coins, man. Don't fall into those, because there are traps there, man, just like you would in the OTC markets, to just bring up a SPAC for no reason, right? Liquidity runs. Don't fall into those. Make sure to do your DD. Make sure to absolutely look into whatever you're investing in, because I can tell you, you can get seriously trapped. So FNGR still wiggling its way around this range here. I do think that it may have found the bottom here, but we're gonna have to wait and see how it's gonna break down below it. Lou says to buy XRP. Dude, XRP is not bad. I think honestly it does have great utility. It could be a good transfer agent. I think I like it. It's lasted 90 years. Yeah, I mean, for real. So yeah, just do your homework there, right? But I imagine that tickers like Riot, Wolf, Mara, those are all gonna show some promise. NVOS, I have not talked about it. Let's see what's going down with it. So NVOS facing an upside right now. The daily time frame already resisted from the Gaussian top, so that's already showing some serious promise. What I can say that in 2 hours, it's about to be under 2 hours, this daily candle will close and it's going to be green, right? So I would really prefer it. Okay, let's put it this way. This candle closing above the closing value of the prior candle, which was around 29.03, you're sitting at 29.51. That's a bullish statement. However, it can be looked at as a shooting star too, because it's after an uptrend. There's no telling what downside that can present, but if it did, I'll give that target to you. And I don't talk about crypto that much, team, because it was overly saturated, but that would be, if it wasn't for the oversaturation in crypto, that's all I would be talking about, because that's where I couldn't trade equities because of my son's schedule. So I was trading only crypto for a long time. And that's really where I trained. I did not train in equities here. So if there's an edge in my equities trading or charting, It's because of the high volatility that I'm facing daily in crypto. Dude, for real. Zephyr was saying I can't wait for the Arca Terra Luna videos in the next bull run. Dude, I'm definitely going to be covering. Yes, I will be covering that. Because that next bull run could make, I mean, another series of millionaires and billionaires again, especially the early comers. So the support that we're getting right now, notice it right back here, right? Daily time frame gap, right? So let's take that into account as well, right? So let's just put it down like this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, keep an eye on this here, okay? Because this could be an area that can be faced as resistance and or support. In this case now, resistance. Okay, I would really hate it if we close this candle anywhere beneath the closing of this candle here of 2901. Okay, we can't. It would be very bad if the candle closes beneath that. If it closes above that, that's good. It would be a bullish statement. The reason why is because when you print a hammer like this after a downside, the following candle would be the validation or the confirmation candle before a continuation to that upside. Okay, so it's very conditional. It's very conditional. So while I like the close upside of the closing from the previous candle, I will have to say that it would be ideal if this candle closed entirely above the whole range, which means that this candle would have to close above 3075 for a true bullish read and a continuation to the upside. So it's a little bit of a gamble right now. I mean, it's creating some very interesting touches of the top side of the band here. So I'm pretty bullish NVOS, to be honest. So just keep an eye on that. Chris Rhodes, I hope that helped out. The last name Rhodes. It's just I'm so deeply into freaking billions right now, right? Let's see. You don't Cryptic, you don't touch crypto, dude. Trading the Bitcoin, trading Bitcoin, bro. That's like trading SPY, except just way more liquid. It's definitely not something to trust. But you and I, we've already built our risk management and it's steady, right? So now the obvious thing would just be to figure out its average true range on a daily basis, right? And see how far up or down that asset can move, adjust our stops according to that, and then understand its behavior, right? So of course, doing that like we know Tesla and SPY, dude, there's no way we're gonna be able to do it quickly before trading it. But I think charting out BTC is like charting out SPY, and it does show like a pretty good respect to price action, because Bitcoin obviously has more educated people than your altcoins that are worth like several zeros and whatever, right? Like Pepe. it wouldn't be as yeah, you know what I mean though. You know what I mean. I don't want to speculate too hard there. So I feel like a donkey. I sold my 4 BTC last. What? Off grid gorilla. You don't get rid of BTC, brother. This is definitely, dude. This is definitely something you 30,000. Damn it, man. That you're banking on a $4,000 drop here. Let me see. All right. At least hold for 31.7. Right. It's potentially around there. There could be even a shallow 31, like a 31,200. It's the thing is that the moving averages are about to cross into that area there. The EMA 7 is located at 30,004, right? So that's maybe. I mean, if you can, then that would be cool. Ian Tucker, is BTC manipulated like stock? No, it is not manipulated like stock, but is manipulated in its own way. You were in at a 20. Wow. Damn. Dude, that was a great entry. And I know people who bought that $16,000 dip to 15,670 or whatever that was. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Aiden. $800 is more than plenty. But we just gotta wait for the opportunities, and those opportunities do appear. It's just, I know that you were in class yesterday, but did you end up getting the trade with me yesterday on I ended up walking around over 72% on a 5-minute play or less. Yeah, Aiden, dude, for real. What Zephram just said is absolutely right. You're gonna hear that also. What you just said there, Aiden, you're gonna hear that from a lot of people. I started trading with this much amount of capital. Now I only have this. That's typical. That's typical. Cryptic. Yeah, so off grid gorilla, I'm thinking that so this right here, 31,805, that's for now, that's my bottom of the range here, right? But I would not dismiss the possibility of dropping down to the to the low 31,000 territory, 31,210. Right, and then I pointed out the EMA 7, but this is gonna change. This is gonna fluctuate a lot, right? So that's gonna be your 30,300, 30,400. I'm not sure that that's gonna be able to get that low, but anything's possible, right? So I guess the lowest would be 30,400 with a potential top of the range at 31.8. And yeah, that's really where I think things can kind of end up there. But yeah, team, as we enter the bull run here for crypto, I will see here Cryptic. Here's the next thing too, bro. What I'm charting here, this is not like the regular ticker, bro. What you're noticing here, this is CME, bro. This is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange futures contracts. So trading BTC here, this is really cool, dude. This is not. It's traditional market closed, traditional market open, the whole deal, bro. This is, I like Bitcoin spot, right? It's cool, but it's just, the futures contracts are really more where it's at. So, yeah, dude, you definitely did, Cryptic. I know, bro. And that's why, Aiden, that's why, there's a sour taste behind AMC, right? It's just we don't want to lose anything like that again. Yeah, sure, Green Mountain. Let's take a look at that finally, right? So daily time frame SMA 50 holding that support right now at about 195. So what I will say here is that in an hour and 50 minutes, if this candle closes beneath that SMA 50, complete invalidation of the play. First of all, I want to go ahead and block out the moving averages, and I'm going to point out here this range, right? So let me point out this range right over here, and this is gonna tell you what area we should not close beneath, right? So right here, we already got a closure beneath this candle here, and that's already kind of hinting at a potential downside, right? So the overall invalidation zone is right at the top side of this price imbalance, or I'm sorry, this price imbalance, which would be the fair value gap, right? Usually like a wick down here, but still, yeah, there's a fair value gap here. It's quite massive. If price action does move to the upside, it has a heavy resistance right there at 212. Not even to mention the resistances here faced at 205, which I'm sure it's been facing in and out of the last hour. So let's take a look at momentum and see if this is getting ready for a potential reaccumulation phase, right? Because it's a little questionable here. Oh, thank you, Sasquatch. Thank you so much. I have to finish this one here, and to be honest, well, yeah, let me finish this here real quick first. Um, Thank you, brother. Let's see. Yeah, let me observe. Oh man. Okay, daily time frame. We have expansion happening with a bearish crossover on the MACD. We have stochastic momentum kind of nosediving here, but let's see the 30 minute. Okay, 30-minute time frame is pretty bearish too. Damn. Okay, so hourly time frame, bearish with a oof. This looks like support, but I would not trust a support that reaches the gravitational zone here. Right? That's a little too. It's a little too aggressive to try to think that that support is going to hold, being that you can get pulled to the downside here. Fresh bearish crossover on the hourly time frame MACD. Let's see. Yeah, stochastic downside pivot. Let's see the bi-hourly. Bearish crossover on the RSI, getting an early read for a downside continuation here. I think that this is getting ready for... Oh, dude. Let me see the 15-minute. Brother, I think that this is getting ready for a continuation here. It's this is a little bit of a dead cat right here, so let's go ahead and take into account that. I feel, unless retail changes the entire narrative here, I do have suspicion that this is going to start selling off, and you do have a price objective here, at least from the 15-minute formation here, and that would be looked at about 171, indicating that would entirely fail the invalidation zone and entered. Yeah, actually, it's literally suggesting the support here. It ran up, came back down, support, and then it ran up. So that's an area to kind of look at for a temporary bounce. That is definitely going to be a temporary support. Nothing major, nothing. It's like thin ice right there, right? This is not at all strong enough to hold the price action capitulating from up there. Not strong enough. Okay, so if you're going to face a bounce here, it would very likely bounce to 179 at this candle here to validate that resistance and then continue to the downside. So, I mean, yeah. we're gonna exclude Sebastian out of this, right? The guy's asleep. How dare you sleep during market hours, bro? Whatever, it's 4 in the morning where you are. No way, dude. Zephram is always saying that he's just a tourist, right? Yeah. Well, while he's learning his trade, he has an incredible discretion and knows his fundamentals like nobody else. And then he will be humble forever to you about that. So, Green Mountain, not a problem, my brother. I hope that did help. I really feel like this is. I mean, first of all, yeah, this is an Adam and Eve right here, right? In other words, known as an inverted cup. And if that's the case, oh man, if that's the case, this would, if you're long the asset, brother, please try to minimize risk. I'm not sure why this would run again, but I'm telling you, it would be sentiment that gives this a run to the upside, if anything, right? So my bottom target for this, my bottom line target is 151, and dude, it's just getting close to all-time lows, I guess, but. Yeah, I'm just going to draw it right here at 151, my brother. So this is the bottom line here. Be extremely cautious about this here. If you're exposed long. Dude, that is pretty crazy. Do you Aiden, do you remember Mark Roach? He always comes down here. He literally lives like a mile away from me. Mark Roach lives like right, like a block away from me. Dude. Cryptic said I can time you out, bro. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man, super small, super small world. Guys, so yeah, that's presently what's happening there, right? Oh my goodness, look at this, 545, still holding that 2-spot 618. I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to hold it forever there, team, but I mean, it is possible. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Tesla found that resistance, right? And this is that ebb and flow that I was speaking of, right? It just has to do that. It has to confirm. It has to break. It has to confirm. It has to break and confirm and break and confirm. You know what I mean? The zigzag, that vicious cycle. Zeph will be back in 5 minutes. Oh, dude. What? I'm like looking over here like, did he say something? Dude. Dude, the power at will here, man. That's funny. Let's see. So Aiden's saying it's funny because my trading friends are all well off in their life already. Lauren literally helped me with my math homework while taking care of his daughter. Dude, did he really? Don't tell me the truth. I'm going to beat Lauren in the butt if he didn't. Did he? How was his help, though? How was his help? Tell me, was it good? I know that you were talking about calculus, right? And I just want to know because, dude, it was a very kind gesture, right? You hear that, Cryptic? That's 1 point to Lauren. Aiden said he deadass helped me do good on my midterm yesterday. Very cool, dude. Okay, man. I'm very happy about that. I am very happy that Lauren helped you with that, dude. I am seriously telling you that that's sometimes I felt like Lauren like didn't like me or something. I don't know what it was, but then he was here all the time, so I'm like, I'm confused. Right, but I'm very happy that he helped you out, dude. That's that's definitely a kudo. A kudo. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm very happy that it helped you, dude. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and man, I hate all these damn technical issues. It would happen. Why didn't it happen yesterday, right? To be fair, we did have visit all the way until last night. So, all right, team. Yeah, let's cut it here. Let's go ahead and make sure that we can. Let's see. Lauren is a 500-pound dude in his mom's basement. He does not know that. I've always been known as a young one, though. I used to play Clash of Clans with 40-year-olds. Dude, you know what? What was that? Zephyr, what was that game that you played for esports? I forgot which one it was, brother. Was that why do I want to say Uncharted? No, what was it again? I totally forgot. And I'm probably asking Zephyr and he's in the middle of a conference call or something. Dude, I forgot which one it was, right? But dude, he would be. Yeah, absolutely, Joe. That is so damn. That is well said. No, you're not, dude. Cryptic timed out Zephram. What the hell, bro? How can you time out? Is that true? Can you time out a freaking mod? How's that even possible? No way. Is that true? Dude, what? Bro, Zephram. It's because Lauren isn't here, bro. He's bored. Ah, dude, hold on. What the hell? Dude, I'm like curious over how the crap that happens. Oh my goodness, dude. There, Aiden, check it out. Look what Zephram said. Dude. You've never been so damn connected in your life here. Ah, bro. How the hell do you do that, by the way? Let me see. He said it's just my natural power. Damn, Zeph, you're a monster, bro. All right, you guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to go ahead and try to make... Yeah, look at Tesla falling now. Good deal. Good deal. All right, team. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to observe the markets as best as we can. Do not over leverage. Capitulate already, man. You know it wants to. Appreciate everybody for coming by. Cryptic, Zephram, thank you guys. Love you so much. Aiden, love you, brother. Mojo, not a problem at all. Africa Gorilla, love you, brother. Kitty's always good to see you here. But yeah, if any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. And we shall speak. Yuca Frita. I'm going to catch you later. George C. Adios. Philip, adios, man. Not a problem, brother. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Green Mountain, I'll see you later. Read, adios. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your day, and I shall catch you at the bell mañana. Adios. Yeah.